Thanks for joining Getting Started with Ticket Tailor. In this webinar, we'll show you the basics of event creation, how to create your event from scratch, how to set up your ticket types and group them together, event scheduling, adding online event links if you need to, and how to customize and style your event. Let's get going. It's really easy to set up an amazing event with Ticket Tailor. Before we jump into a tutorial, I want to quickly show you a completed event page. This is a Vinyasa yoga event. You can see that it's got custom images, it's got brand colours. I've edited the description to include a photo and a map of my event, and also I've loaded the times and dates when my event will occur. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to make an event pretty much the same as this one. From the welcome screen, simply click Add a new event and we'll get started. This is the Edit Event form. The first thing we're going to do is add our event details. I'll start by typing the event name in this box. To schedule a single occurrence, I'll click the date on the calendar and type or scroll to select my times. If I want to schedule a recurring event like the one in the example, I'll click this checkbox. The actual scheduling will be done in a second, so don't worry that the dates and times have disappeared. I can also type to select my venue, or click the checkbox to say that the events are happening online. I'll use this drop down to select a platform. I'll choose Zoom. Use this box to type an event description. You can edit like you would using a normal word processor. You can also click to embed your images, your videos, and insert links. If you're a bit more technical, you can use this button to enter HTML. I'm going to copy the description that I prepared earlier. Next, I'm going to upload an image for my event page. There's some preset ones you can choose, or you can click Upload to select your custom images. Two photos have uploaded, the event page image and the header image. The event page image is the smaller one, whilst the header image is this long banner at the top of the event page. The event page image will be the one that shows up as a thumbnail when I share my event, for example on social media. So I want to change this. I'll click Delete and then choose a different file for my event page image. Next, I'm going to create my ticket types. I'll click Add a new ticket type to get started. You can enter the name, price and quantity of your tickets and also select this box to add some advanced ticket settings. For my event, I'm going to have two types of tickets. One, entry to the yoga class only, which is this one. I'm going to have 30 of those available. I'm going to type a description for my attendees so they know exactly what they're buying. And I'm also going to add a booking fee. This is going to offset my fees. When I'm happy with my ticket type, I'll click Save. I'm going to repeat the process until I have all the ticket types that I want for my event. So this ticket type is going to be the yoga class including a mat. I'm going to make it slightly more expensive and as I only have 10 mats, I'll have it at a quantity of 10. Again, I'll add my description for my ticket buyers and a booking fee. This time I'm also going to set the maximum per order at 1 mat per order, as I've calculated my postage this way. When I'm happy, I'll save my ticket. You can see I've got 40 tickets available for my event, but I only want 30 attendees for my class. To limit the capacity of my event, I'll click the Add a New Ticket Group button. I'm going to type a group title. This will be visible for my ticket buyers, so I'm going to write Map Selection. I'll select both my ticket types and enter the quantity for my entire event, and click Save. Now only 30 tickets can be sold for my event. There was a few more settings I didn't look into in this tutorial, like the seating chart and some additional ticket settings, but feel free to check out our help centre if you need any additional help with those. Next, I'm going to look at the advanced event settings before I save my event. There's quite a few event settings that you can use. I'm not going to go through all of them today. For example, you can change the time zone by using the drop-down. You can add a transaction fee, which is different to the booking fee, as it occurs once per transaction rather than for every ticket sold. And you can also edit your currency using a drop-down, or click this box to allow your ticket buyers to make a donation for your venue or for your event. We also have some advanced settings which I encourage you to have a read of and click around with when you're making your event to see what would suit you. I'm going to use this customize ticket button to change the wording of my buy ticket button to say book a session to match the previous event page. I'm not going to dwell too long on the other settings, but I am going to activate a waitlist for my event. By selecting this checkbox and customizing my waitlist calls to action and wording, I can select a waitlist for my event, which means when my tickets are sold out, other interested ticket buyers can leave their details. Next, I'll click Save. As this is a recurring event, I've landed on this page to schedule the dates and times that my event will occur. I'm going to add repeating occurrences rather than single occurrences for my event. I'll click on the button and type or use the drop-downs to schedule the intervals that my event's going to happen on. I'll click Add Another Time and repeat the process for all of the times of my event. Similarly for the dates, I'll click into the calendar, select the date, and use the drop-down to select the repetitions. If my event occurrences are less regular, I can click Add Another Date and just select the dates. When I'm happy, I'll click Save, and my event occurrences will appear on this page. That's a really basic event and we'd be ready to go live now, but I want to show you some other things that make managing your event a little bit easier. This was an online event, so in my left-hand menu, I'm going to click on Online Event Links. By pasting the Zoom link for my event into these boxes, my attendees will automatically be sent admittance to this Zoom link once they've bought a ticket. Makes everything super easy. The next thing I'm going to do is edit my order confirmation. So this is kind of like the ticket page that your attendees will get. You can edit a global order confirmation in your settings page, or toggle to your event-specific order confirmation, which is what I'm going to use. A bit like when we edited the description, you can just click and type or use HTML. I'm going to upload an image so that it's on brand and my attendees know that it's from me. I'm also going to add some information to my ticket buyers that bought a yoga mat. I want to address them by name, so I'm going to click this button to insert a placeholder. A placeholder pulls the chosen information like their name, email, etc. from their booking or from your event and inserts it into their confirmation automatically. I'm going to add their name and just type around it so that they get a personalised message. When I'm happy with my edits, I'll scroll to the bottom of the form and click Save. Similarly, we can customise the details we collect at checkout to make our event organisation super easy. I'm going to use an event-specific checkout form again and edit the questions that I asked my buyers and attendees. I'll just show you how this looks on the checkout. So what we're editing now are these questions here. You can add buyer-only questions or attendee-only questions. And you can delete the presets by clicking this bin button. I'm going to add a question about where to send a yoga mat in case somebody bought them. You can use the drop-down to select what kind of answer you would like. Free text in the box your question. I'm going to set this as required and use the checkbox to make sure that it only appears for people who selected a class with the yoga mat. Once I'm happy, I'll click Save and my form's ready to go. The final thing I'm going to do is go to my event summary page. I'll see this notice to set up my payment system if my event is using paid tickets. For free events, you won't need to set up a payment system. You use Stripe, PayPal, or offline payments. To get started with Stripe, I'll click the button and follow the on-screen instructions to log in. Similarly, to connect my PayPal account, I'll click the PayPal button and log into my PayPal for Business account. If you don't have a Stripe or PayPal account and want to set up offline payments like bank transfer or on-the-door payments, click this button to create an offline payment profile. Add the details about how you want your attendees to pay. And select if you want to use it as your default and add it into any upcoming events if you've already created them. You can use a combination of all the payment options if you like. Now we've added our payment option, we're ready to publish our event. I'll do that by clicking this button, Publish My Event, and then changing my event state to live. Now we're done. You can see the event page link here, which you can share using the buttons, but before we do, I'm going to check what my event looks like. So it's pretty good, all the content's there, correct as we added it, but it's not as nice as the old inspiration. You can see that the colours are different. To customise our event page, I'll jump into Settings here, and then click into Open the Design Studio. We have some demo colour themes. but I prefer to use my custom brand colours by clicking on the paintbrush icon. You can use hex keys to edit the colours of your event, or you can click and drag the dropper. You can change the font as well from this drop down. You can also toggle between your listings page, where you'll see all of your upcoming events, and an individual event page. You can check it looks good on desktop and mobile as well. When you're happy, click Save Design, and then click to exit out of the editor. Now I'm super happy with my design. I'm ready to promote my event. I can share my box office link. Again, I can use the social share to link it automatically to my Facebook and Twitter accounts. Or I can use an embedded widget if I have an existing website, for example a Wix or a Squarespace website. This is a transparent widget, so the background will blend into my existing website colours, although I can customise it if I want to, again using hex codes. To add it to my website, I just copy and paste the HTML here, and you're all done. If I want to check out anything about my event or make any edits once it's live, I'll head back to the event summary here. This is my finished event, and I hope that was helpful. And now we have a few moments for questions if there's anything that I didn't cover. Thanks so much.